Good morning. This is Mila Boshkova with the Daily Report from the eGlobe newsroom in Varna. Let's start with our story for today. Jet streams are ribbons of strong winds occurring at around 9 to 16 kilometers above Earth's surface. They run eastwards and have a huge influence on climate, affecting the movement of air masses and weather patterns. Interestingly enough, airplanes fly up to 10-11 kilometers above ground, so they're within the reach of these jet streams, and flight duration increases or decreases depending on whether the aircraft is moving along with the jet stream or against it. A new study by the University of Reading shows that global warming will amplify the jet stream, the transatlantic jet stream in particular. This is in case that atmospheric carbon dioxide is doubled, which now is predicted to happen within a few decades. In this case scenario, the total duration of a round trip across the Atlantic will also increase. Westbound flights from London to New York, for example, will become twice as likely to take longer than the usual 7 hours due to stronger headwinds. On the other hand, eastbound flights, say flights from New York to London, will take less than the usual 5 hours and 20 minutes due to the stronger tailwinds, but they still won't compensate for the longer flight duration in one direction. So overall, the net result is that the round trip across the Atlantic will still take longer. This means that overall, transatlantic aircrafts will spend additional 2,000 hours in the year, entailing additional 19.5 million euros worth of fuel for companies, and also increasing the risk of delays. So on the one hand, there will be an extra burden on companies and customers, but also on the other hand, these additional hours in the year will burden the environment, as the flights will emit additional 70 million kilograms of carbon dioxide in the year. And these calculations are only for the transatlantic corridor. According to the study, other parts of the world might have similar occurrences, meaning that the overall cost will be much greater. Currently, aviation accounts for 5% of global greenhouse gas emissions, but with the current growth rate of the aviation industry, this is expected to rise up to 22% by 2050. Or 7 times more than the greenhouse gas emission of the aviation industry back in 1990, according to a new report by the European Parliament. Even though these emissions from the aviation industry were not covered in the Paris Climate Conference from last December, currently airlines are facing increasing pressure to commit to a new international standard called the Global Market-Based Measure, under which airlines will have to pay for their greenhouse gas output under a market-based scheme. This new measure is expected to be adopted this year and come in force by 2020. This was all for today. If you would like to find out more, please visit eglobe.com.